Welcome back to Torah. This week's topic is I don't have time to learn. What do you do when you feel like you don't have any time to learn? You know what separates the goods from the great, the people that are truly great from the people that are just average? It's free time. And I don't mean that average people have free time and great people don't have free time, but I mean what they do with their free time. You see, it's not that great people utilize their free time. It's people that utilize their free time become great. You know, it's ironic. We always say that time is the most precious commodity we have. You can't buy more of it. You can't replenish it. You can't save time for later. Yet there's this idea of free time. Time is not free. There are some people that will say, you know what time is? Time is money. And there's an element of truth to that. But you know what time really is? Time is Torah. Time is Torah. Time is an opportunity to be elevated. There's an idea of being kaveh itam Torah, of setting aside time each day for Torah. The Shla Kaddish in Shavuos, he says that you know why it says kaveh itim in the Lashon Rabim in the plural, as opposed to kaveh es in the Lashon Yachid in the singular? It's because it's referring to all those times throughout the day. The 2 minutes here, the 2 minutes there, the 2 minutes in between business meetings or whatever it is, waiting for the doctor, in the car, in traffic. Kaveh itim, that all those times throughout the day, you're supposed to be kaveh them for learning. You're supposed to set them aside for learning. Reb Nachman, Likutei Moharan, he says very interesting. He brings down a pasuk in Mishlei. The pasuk says, "V'kava es kaveim nafesh." That over there in Mishlei, the lashon of kaveya means it means stealing or to rob. That sometimes we don't have the time, and we have to literally steal time away from our day for learning. We have to steal time from our busy day in order to be able to learn. You know, the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos says, "Al tomer l'shiyipana eshna shem v'lo." Don't say that when I have the time, that's when I'm going to learn. Maybe you're not going to have the time. Maybe you're going to run out of time. But there's another way to explain the Mishnah as well. A chassid once came to the Rebbe Rabbinim, Rav Simcha ben Pshischa, and the chassid said, I don't have time to learn. My job does not give me time to learn. And he was asking the Rebbe Rabbinim that maybe he thought, maybe he should try to switch professions, try to find a different job, a job that'll give him more time to learn. And the Rebbe Rabbinim told him, Al toimar l'chshiyipana esha. Don't say that when I have the time, I'm going to learn. Don't say that I need to have a job that's going to give me the time, that's when I'm going to learn. Why? Shema leiti pana. Maybe you're not supposed to have the time. Maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want you to have the time. What does that mean? Why doesn't Hashem want me to have the time? What the Rebbe Rabbinim was saying is that maybe your 2 minutes is more valuable than somebody else's hour. That your avodah, your specific avodah, is not to learn his hour, but to learn your 2 minutes, to take those 2 minutes that you have. That's your avodah. That's so beloved, so precious to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that you don't have the time. Yeah, you take the 2 minutes here, you take the 5 minutes here, you get up early in the morning, you're tired at night, whatever it is, you take those few minutes to learn. That is so precious. And this is such an important idea because so often the Yetzer Hara tries to convince us to get stuck in the smallest trap. That what's 2 minutes worth? What's the point of opening up a Mishnayos? What's the point of saying a Kapitel Tehillim? What's the point of learning 2 lines of Gemara? It's nothing. It's so insignificant. This guy's learning an hour. This guy's going to his Daf Yomi Shir and Chazri, whatever it is. What's my 2 minutes worth? But what the Rebbe Rabbinim is telling us that maybe your avodah is those 2 minutes, those 2 minutes of chopping Orion, of stealing time out of your day, of learning and giving that to Hashem. How precious that could be to Hashem. We say in davening, Kihem chayenu v'oyer chamenu, because they are our lives and it lengthens our days. It's referring to the Torah, that the Torah is our life and it lengthens our days. What does it mean v'oyer chamenu and it lengthens our days? Perhaps what it means to say is that Torah gives us the opportunity to maximize our time, to live our life to the fullest, to live to our full potential. That you could have two people. You have one person that goes through the day, and you have another person that goes through the day. They both have the same 24 hours. But one person maximizes his day. He maxes out. He takes every opportunity he has to use that for learning, for Torah, for Avodah. He lengthens his days because he's living his life to the fullest. He's taking everything out of his day that he possibly could. When we live our life to the fullest, we could appreciate what we have. We appreciate the day. We feel energized. We feel revitalized because of how it is. When we go to sleep at night, at the end of the day, we look back at the day, we go, wow, look what I accomplished in those couple of minutes, as opposed to the other person that goes, what I do? I played Candy Crush. What I do with my day? I didn't do anything. In 1982 and 1983, at the Yud Aleph Nisan Farbrengen, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, which is Lubavitcher Rebbe's birthday, he said that when a person, he's talking about the idea, the Indian of a birthday, he said that when a person has a birthday, and a person gets older, it's not a time to start slowing down. That's not why HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you another year, but it's a time to increase. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you another year, said the Lubavitcher Rebbe, that means there's something demanded of you this year. You have to max out this year. This year has to surpass the previous year. That's why Hashem gave you another year. But you know what? It's not only for years, it's for days as well. If you wake up today, why do you get up today? That means that you have an avodah today. You have a job today. Today has to surpass yesterday. However yesterday was, today has got to be better, and tomorrow has got to be better than that. That every day that we're given is a day that we're given to max out. You know, I once heard from Rav Shlomo Katz, I believe I've said this before. He said that we're also concerned we're going to come to Shemayim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to ask us, my son, did you believe in me? But he says this is a much deeper question we have to think about. And that question is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to ask us, did you believe in how much I believed in you? Especially in a time of Hester Panim, especially in a time where we don't see Hashem's face and we're just so busy rushing from job, family, and we don't have those few minutes. And we think that, what's it worth? What are we doing? But that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is rooting for us. Do we believe in how much HaKadosh Baruch Hu believes in us? That we could take those 2 minutes, that we can max out, that we can maximize our days. And remember, the greats are great because of how they choose to utilize their free time.